Hey y'all, good to see you again here on Grassroots Gardening. I'm so excited for today's video, y'all. It's going to be so cool. I'm going to take you to a place on my family's property that is very near and dear to my heart. It's this beautiful top secret location. Can't tell you where it is, but it's a beautiful waterfall. And I've always wanted to plant a Japanese maple down there somewhere in the landscape. There's these cool rock outcroppings, and so we're going to go see if we can find just the perfect place for this little Japanese maple that I grafted a while back, and see if we can kind of tuck it in the landscape and just watch it do its thing down there. It's going to be so cool. So we just got to go feed the birds real quick. We got to water the greenhouse, and then we're going to jump in the mud buggy and let's go get dirty, because the more you know, the more you grow. Okay guys, we finally made it here, and as you might can hear in the background, the water's really flowing pretty good today. So let me get you guys flipped around so you can see this hidden gem right here. It's just gorgeous. What do you think, guys? Not bad, huh? So this is a really special place for me. I just love being down here. It's so peaceful, and so this has a lot of, I spent a lot of time down here when I was younger. Back during the summertime, we'd have to go get hay out of the fields, or we'd work in the garden or whatever. This was our reward. My dad, my uncles would bring us kids down here, and we would inner tube, start up there at the top, and we would inner tube down and just have a good time, eat watermelon, and just swim for the afternoon. So just a beautiful place, and I'm really glad I get to share it with you guys. And it's not there anymore, of course, but we used to have us a rope swing over there coming off of that oak, and so we would swing out into the middle, drop off. This place is just really gorgeous. This is all natural granite. So what I'm thinking is, right behind me, you see that outcropping of rock there? I'm hoping we can find enough dirt on top of there to plant this one particular Japanese maple that I have that's a heavy weeper. It's named Ryusen, and some people even put them in hanging baskets. I mean, they're just straight down growers. So if we could get it on that cliff somewhere, that would be so cool to see it just kind of weep off down into the waterfall. So y'all, I found this absolutely perfect spot, if there's enough dirt right here. So this is about a good 15-foot drop down to the rock below. So hopefully this won't be my last YouTube video. But I'm gonna dig right here, and I think with the espoma compost that we brought, we'll have enough soil to make this Ryusen work here. And if we can, it's going to be the most incredible Japanese maple planting I've ever done, for sure. Because this thing is just going to weep and just fall, you know, hopefully eventually 15 feet down to the rock below, and it will just be amazing. So let's see, I think there's enough dirt right here. I'm gonna save this native soil. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Maybe we can get a foot out of it. And I think, like I say, if we fill in with our espoma, it'll have to have enough to grab hold. I'm just trying not to fall off this cliff right now. This is definitely the most dangerous planting I've ever done. I'm right on this cliff. So these are the couple of things I'm going to be using today. You know, we've got our Land and Sea Espoma compost here, as well as our biotone. I don't plant anything without biotone. And we have these cool little, I call them travel size packs, but just for a single or, you know, maybe 2 plants. And then I'm going to give her some Super Thrive. So anything that's in stress or that I transplant, especially in a situation like this where I really need it to survive, I really believe in this stuff. So we'll mix a few drops of this with some water, water it in afterwards. I've dug back into this bank a little bit to try to encourage the roots to go back in there, because I think we'll probably only wind up with 1.5 feet of soil depth out on the ledge. So maybe if this Ryusen Japanese Maple can find its way back into the bank, that'll help stabilize it and just give it, you know, the nutrients that it'll need to make it many years. So this is really a cool planting. I hope it makes it. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to take my biotone and just sprinkle it all on the floor of where the roots are going to be and where they're going to go to. And we'll try to kick a little bit more biotone over here into the slope to try to encourage the roots to go that way. And then I think what I'm going to do is put just a thin layer of my compost down first, versus just having the roots of the tree go into direct contact with the rock, because that's all we've got right here. Let me show you. Gotta be careful not to fall off this damn rock. I mean, it's a long way down there, guys. Not something I want to be falling off today. But look, that's rock right there. Only probably a couple inches of soil on the edge there. And I'm going to be very careful. Whoa, and turn around and show you guys what I was talking about with digging back into this bank. So we've got plenty of soil back up in the hillside there, and that's where we want to encourage those roots to go, is right up through here and into the bank on either side. Hopefully that's what will happen, because if we pull this off, we're going to be awesome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put, like I said, just a very thin layer of our Espoma compost just right there, just for the root ball to set on, so he's not right there on that rock directly. And take our buddy here, give him a couple of taps, and then we got to figure out without falling off. This is making me nervous, y'all. This is the sketchiest planting I have ever done by far. Now we just got to figure out how we want him, and I'm kind of thinking we've got it, he's going both directions, so I think maybe we'll split him like that, and then maybe he'll go off either sides, and then I feel certain too, because all the light is coming from the center out here in the middle of the creek, that he'll develop some new leaders going that way, and this thing's just going to be so cool. So I'm just going to break up his root ball a little bit. Encourage those roots to kind of go out and about. Make sure he's like I want him. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is backfill with some of my native soil and my compost and try to do a 50-50 blend. So I'll dump a little compost and grab some of my native soil, mix the two together, and bring a little bit more native in. Kind of just pack around his root ball a little bit. Get this whole honeysuckle vine out of here. I have got like 0 room without falling off this cliff. This is kind of one of those plantings where you need a safety harness. I mean, I'm not even kidding. My foot is off the ledge. The crazy things I do for plants. I'm going to take the majority of this native soil and put on this outer exposed root ball area, because I know that it'll pack better than our compost, and I really want to kind of protect that outer surface of the root ball. I don't have a lot of room to stack dirt, So I'm just gonna make a steep slope with our native soil, pack it tight, and I feel like it'll stay better than just straight compost because it's light and fluffy, might wash away. I almost feel kind of like the Karate Kid, you know, when they had that bonsai planted on that ledge in the huge crater. This is gonna be so amazing, guys, if this thing takes off, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. We're gonna have plenty of soil here, but I'm really packing in this outer side because I can just picture the rain coming, hitting that dirt, washing it away, and then, you know, possibly losing it. We really need some mulch. I didn't bring any with me, but I may bring some back later just to kind of mulch this outer side. Maybe we'll just get some pine straw and leaves or something, just something to protect that soil so that it doesn't wash, because there's literally nothing here to help. I mean, that rain's gonna come down, hit this dirt, it's gonna go right over the rock. All right, let's bring in a little more of our spoma now. And we can kind of use this as the filler on the, I'm gonna call it the safe side, the side that's kind of up against this rock that I don't have to worry about washing as much. And because this does have all the nutrients and the organic fertilizer, that will further encourage these roots to go this way. They're still gonna go into this native soil, but hopefully this being a richer soil, they'll wanna go back this way and run into that bank. That's what we really need to anchor this planting in, is the roots to get into this bank. And the more soil we can get in this area right here, the better it's gonna be for this tree. So I'm really gonna try to rake all I can from where we dug out back down into this void. We'll even get this soil off this rock here, bring it down on the top of our compost. That's looking pretty dang good. I'm pretty hopeful. Like I feel like this is gonna work, and if it does, in a couple of years when this thing goes over the cliff and fall time comes and it turns its brilliant Japanese maple colors, that's gonna be a postcard. Dang, it's hot, y'all. I feel like going and jumping in. However, it is mid-October and I imagine that water is pretty chilly. So I've got about all the dirt that I can find without going and digging so much. I think I actually may do, because I don't like how deep, how shallow this is right here. So I'm gonna dig into the bank a little bit, just bring in some extra soil for him. All right, I think that should just about do it. We don't want to get too deep where we get up on this trunk, and we could kill the plant before it even has a chance to make it. So I'm just going to take this dirt that we just brought in, and just kind of lightly tamp it. I'm not going to pack it super tight. We're just going to kind of lightly tamp it around this root ball, and then I'm going to go get some leaves and mulch. Not mulch, so just some leaf litter and stuff that I can rake up around here, just to, again, keep that soil from washing. And I really like it. I like our chances here. I think this is going to be, if this guy survives, y'all cross your fingers, this will be the coolest planting by far, and most dangerous that I've ever done. All right, guys, I'm tired. Planting on the cliff's hard work, and we didn't fall off, so that's a plus. But anyway, just wanted to tell you guys, thank y'all so much for coming along on this trip with me. We got our little buddy Ryusen right there, who hopefully will do good. He should. Who wouldn't want to live with that in their backyard? But no, seriously, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it, more than you know. And I'm going to continue to make videos as long as you guys are watching. And we'll continue to do crazy cool stuff like this with plants, because why not? And, we're learning, so the more you know, the more you grow. See you guys on the next video. I'm going fishing.